We've had the coldest night of the season so far, minus 12 degrees Celsius, but it's all change as we head into the weekend. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain. Can we just have some more of Nick's puppy pictures? And that'll warm us up on this cold and frosty start. Yeah, we've just had the coldest night of the season. It was nearly minus 12 degrees overnight, but it's all change. Yes, it's set to get milder, but also wetter. I know, sorry about that.
Oh, thanks for that.
So, yeah, so it is all changed with our weather, but overnight last night, we got to minus 12 degrees nearly across Scotland. That's why we have these snow-covered fields. These are the lowest temperatures we've had overnight last night because we are still in the grips of this cold air that blew across us. But here comes the change. We lose the northerly this weekend, things turn to westerly and bring in milder air from the Atlantic. And that means that we're set to see changing cloud, wind and rain. Of course, yesterday, these were the scenes of winter wonderlands across. So the cold stays with us, but then later today, this weather front moves in from the west, bringing with it rain, and then that is the change to milder, more unsettled conditions. So for today is a story of it being bitterly cold this morning. You'll definitely need to scrape those windscreens first thing, and there'll be plenty of sunshine around, and the winds lighter than the last few days. So this is what we're waking up to this morning. Clear skies. Imagine taking away your blanket. It allows all the heat to escape, and that's why temperatures are widely below freezing this morning. So anywhere that's had wet weather the last few days, that is where it could be icy. So weather warnings around the UK for ice, particularly where we've had the fresh rain and snow showers falling, but everywhere could be slippy, particularly on the side roads and pavements. So plenty of sunshine greets us this morning. But as we head through the day, we see cloud moving into Northern Ireland and Western Scotland. And here we see the signs of that change already. Look at these temperatures, double digits with that wind and rain. But elsewhere, it is still chilly single-digit temperatures. And when you add in the wind, still feeling chilly, particularly in the east.
Oh, bin.
I feel like Barker and Joanna in sound may have some sound effects to represent how good that was, guys.
Just you there, Joe. Just you, Joanna won't do. Wah, 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 wah. You better carry on.
OK, so hopefully we can resurrect that after Andy there. But yesterday, we had snowfall. These are some of the scenes of winter wonderlands across the UK. And for some, of course, the winter and the snow means that it fell as low as minus 12 degrees Celsius. And that's because the cold air is still with us. But changes this week as a mild westerly moves in through the weekend, and that brings a return of cloud, wind and rain. So for today, it is bitingly cold, the coldest night of the season so far, but we're greeted by lots of sunshine. And with sub-zero temperatures, it means it's very icy, where we've had untreated pavements and side roads. So just be aware on the roads of how slow it could be. And today, there's more crisp sunshine on offer, but wetter and windier and milder in the northwest. So let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. So the big theme is the change in our temperatures. The north of the UK have seen temperatures way below average by day and by night, and they climb as we head through to next week. Percentage chance of rainfall, well, today it is low. It is largely dry. It's just cold, frosty and icy. And there on in as the Atlantic battles back, it spells of rain and showers moving through. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be, below average, back to where they should be, but moderating a little into next week. Hit and miss with our wet weather in time for the weekend, turning wetter for many of us. My crystal ball says it is getting warmer, but for many of us, I'm sure we think it feels like it can't get any colder. We have had the coldest night of the season so far. It fell to nearly minus 12 degrees across Scotland overnight. And with these snow-covered fields, it is still a bitterly cold start across many northern areas this morning. But if you haven't enjoyed this blue, the cold across this, you'll be welcome to see this change into the weekend. Subtly, we see these yellows starting to move in. A westerly wind feeding in from the Atlantic, bringing the return of also cloud and rain. But for today, it is cold with lots of sunshine around, and the wind's lighter than the last few days as well. So first thing this morning, a widespread frost anywhere. We've seen wet weather could be icy, but specifically weather warnings around coastal areas where we've seen frequent showers feeding overnight. It still could be very icy on untreated roads and pavements. But we're greeted by this beautiful autumn sunshine this morning. You'll need to scrape those windscreens because it'll be frosty. Much of England and Wales stick with the sunshine today. Scotland and Northern Ireland turn cloudy and wet. And here's a sign of things turning milder.